Okay, perfect. It looks like we're recording. Let's go ahead and press play on that playlist. We'll press play on the first song. It's called Perspective. On 3, on 2, on 1. Let's press play. And I will meet you on a Supta Baddha Konasana. Lie all the way down into your back. Hug your feet into touch. And send your knees out wide. So it looks like this. So you're kind of in this reclined butterfly position. Option to place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Just begin to breathe, begin to settle in. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Begin to sink into your own breath, integrate into this space. See where you can soften through your hips, maybe send your exhales there. I will be holding you here for about a minute or two. So just allow yourself to soften and adjust where you need to. So we are heading into essentially the second month of the year already, which is crazy. And I wanted to take this time to check in. How are you this morning? Not that good, I'm good. How are you? How are you really? Are you stressed? Are you anxious? Are you fearful of something? Are you happy? Are you having a great Saturday morning? Are you, ready to move on with the day? Are you just waking up? Are you a little sleepy? We practice identifying with our true emotions. We practice that authenticity because it allows us to cultivate more self-awareness as well as trust in ourselves. So we'll move through that just a little bit throughout class. We'll check in and see how we're doing. Today's class, in my opinion, is pretty challenging. I'm not going to lie to you. I've already told a couple of you. And that's not meant to scare you. I feel like oftentimes we're scared of our fullest potential. We're scared of accomplishing more than what we think we can, of striving for more. But I challenge you to check in with yourself, to peel off layers where you need to, and to modify accordingly. Begin to close your legs together, hug your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your knees to one side of your mat. Easy twist, and a little bit of a twist. Send your arms out to 90-degree angles next to you. Root down through your shoulder blades. Gaze in the direction opposite of your twist. Slowly come back to center on your next inhale. Exhale, send it over to the other side. Hug your knees back in towards your chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, happy baby. Send your feet up towards the ceiling tiles. Grab for your thighs, your shins, your calves, whatever feels good. Flex your toes upwards and root down through your tailbone. So really engage through your core and just sink your low back in towards the mat. Maybe press more of your shoulders down to do that. From here, option is sway from side to side. Bring some movement into it. Now slowly come back to stillness. Keep your hands and your feet exactly where they're at. Find some rock and rolls along the length of your spine. Slowly start to come up just a little bit, just massaging it out. And let's say on your third or fourth one, meet me all the way on your feet in a frog pose, Malasana. So keep that same heels in, toes out. Just draw your palms to heart center. Really puff up your chest rather than collapsing and see where you can expand, create some more room. Send your elbows in towards your thighs, open up just a little bit. Deep breath in, exhale out. So just a little bit lower, keep your glutes hovering up off the mat. Lengthen out through your tailbone and through your spine. Now slowly draw your fingertips down to your space, come up through your hips, ragdoll pose, send your feet about hips width distance or even wider. Hang your torso heavy over your knees. Grab for opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Just begin to shift your way into your right foot, your left foot. I'm going to turn down my music just a little bit so that you can hear your own as well. Begin to play with that motion in your feet. Slowly begin to straighten your legs. And now shift from forward and back. Begin to work into your hamstrings just a little bit here. So soft bend still, but now you can really feel your hamstrings engage just a little bit. Draw your big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift your spine, slide your thighs, slide your hands up to your shins. Gaze out in front of you, slide your shoulders together and back. Deep breath in. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps forward. Frame your foot with your fingertips, come high onto your back toes. I'll give you a side angle as well. We're moving a lot towards our mat, so you may have noticed that I'm facing you today, which is a little bit different. But I think it'll be helpful later in our class. Okay. From here, send your left palm down, right palm up, moving through a low lunge twist into a horizon lunge. Roll onto the pinky side edges of your feet. Once again, I'll show you another angle. So it's like that low lunge, but now we're on both straight edges of our feet. Right palm sweeps back. Deep breath in here. Exhale, lower just a little bit more. Send your glutes further back. Inhale to rise your palm back up. Come high onto your back toes, pivot your hips over forward. Exhale, modified pyramid. Send both of your palms down, rise your hips up and back. Send your forehead down towards your knee. Beautiful, we all look great. Keep a soft bend in that front knee, no need to lock it out, we're just getting warmed up. Beautiful. Let's slow that just a little bit more. Inhale, bend into that front knee, left palm down, right palm up. Exhale, horizon lunge, move into the full thing. Inhale transitions you out of it, come back up. Exhale, modified pyramid, two straight legs. Inhale, bend into front knee, slowly come up. Exhale, horizon lunge. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, modified pyramid. Listen for your change. Inhale, bend forward. Exhale, forward folds. Left foot comes to meet your right. Bend down towards yourself. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps forward. Right palm comes down. Inhale, left arm up. And slowly start to move back. Exhale, horizon lunge. Onto both sides of your feet. Left palm sweeps back. Bring your gaze back to look at it as well. Full inhales and full exhales here. Inhale up, come out of it. Exhale, modified pyramid, two straight legs, send your hips forward. You're high on your back toes right now. And your front leg is bent just a little bit. We'll flow that inhale, gaze forward, bend forward, right palm down. Keep inhaling, exhale, horizon lunge all the way down. Inhale, come up, come out of it. Exhale, modified pyramid. Do one more here at your own breath. We'll meet back in the modified pyramid. From your modified pyramid, inhale, gaze forward, bend forward, exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, mountain pose Tadasana. Lengthen your arms above head. Relax them away from your ears. Exhale, Samasthiti. Send your palms to heart center and down towards your chest. Flutter your eyes closed. So at the beginning of this month, most of us probably set manifestations for ourselves. We decided to work on certain goals. to work on manifesting a little bit more of what we're seeking for this year. Regardless of how those are going, let's come back to what it is we chose. The most powerful thing we can do with what we choose is to regularly re-choose it. So allow that thing, one of those goals, to come to mind, and we'll flow that throughout class. We'll add on that movement. We'll strengthen it just a little bit. Deep breath in, solidify whatever that manifestation is. Exhale, share it with those around you. One more like that, deep breath in. Exhale, spread it out. Have a beautiful practice. Drop your palms down by your sides. Inhale, mountain with a small back bend. Send your arms up and just send them back. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Move through your high to mid plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Beautiful. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, mountain, small back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hands. Take this one on your own. You can do exactly what we did. You can add on maybe some side body twists. Just move with your breath. There's no wrong answer, I promise. Beautiful twist, Shannon. Take your time. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog when you're finished. Okay, down dog is where we meet. So this next part of class is our Sun B. I did mention that class is a little bit tough today. So we start in a side plank and we move from a side plank to a low lunge. Give yourself grace here. I'm already getting looks. Oh my gosh. Go back to your down dog. Look between your thighs. Oh my gosh. It's going to be hard, but we're going to try that on both sides first. And then total option to just move straight to a low lunge or take that now. But I'd like you to try it on if you can, okay? Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Hang out here, stack your shoulders over your wrists. Come back to that manifestation right away. Hug your navel in towards your spine. Breathe. So left palm is your base for this first time. Roll onto your left ankle. Stack your right foot on top of it or stagger your feet, whatever allows you to feel more balanced. Stack left shoulder over left wrist. Send your right arm up overhead. Bump up your left hips just a little bit. Hold and breathe here. Flex your toes. Inhale your right leg up overhead, allow it to hover. And slowly begin to send it in towards your chest. Breathe here. So you're hugging your knee in towards your chest. You can use your palm to stabilize it. Gaze down and forward. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your foot silently where you wanted it to go. It's a lot, I know, I promise. We'll get through it. We're in a low lunge now. And you'll crescent lunge with the back bend, just come up and over. Let's stretch that out. Option in your arms, it can go straight overhead like we did in mountain. You can draw on palms touch overhead. You can do cactus arms, whatever feels good in your body. Whatever allows you to just open up here. Straighten through your back leg, squeeze your left glute. Deep breath in. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Draw your palms to heart center, come forward. Hook your left elbow onto the outside of your right thigh. Press your palms into one another. Begin to twist up towards the ceiling. Press your top palm even more into your bottom palm. See what that does in your back. It creates a little bit more expansion and space to find more room to twist. Inhale, star pose, come out of it, open up to the opposite wall, heels in, toes out. Just take a minute, bump your hips from side to side. Deep breath in. Exhale, horse pose, palms to heart center. Stack your knees over your ankles, come down. Tailbone is nice and straight. Option to draw your palms by your sides as well, so hug your elbows in towards your rib cage. This creates a little bit more work through your shoulders. If you're craving that today, go ahead and take that modification. Sink 1 inch lower. I am already out of breath from like talking and doing this. Oh my God. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, triangle pose. Look forward. Pivot your front foot forward. So your front toes face forward. Your back heel is now at like a 90-degree. It's parallel to your back mat. Okay, we good? Tee out your arms, bump your hips back, slowly go forward, and then hinge all the way down when you can't hinge anymore. See where we're at. Yeah, straighten through your arms, try to stack shoulders on top. Beautiful. Feet look perfect. Sorry, that was hard to explain. Soft bend in that front knee. And it's hard to know, how far down do you go with your bottom arm? Do you touch the ground? Do you stay up? Do whatever variation allows you to feel both of your obliques working. So we're really trying to maximize length here rather than dumping into one side. Inhale, bend your front knee forward, stack it at a 90-degree angle. Now this time we'll touch the mat, side angle pose. So right fingertips come all the way down, hold and breathe. And your right elbow is pressing into your right knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, gaze down, lizard pose. Frame your both hands in front of your right foot. Send your right foot out to the right edge of the mat. Come high onto your back toes. So it's exactly like a low lunge, except both of our hands are inside of our foot and our foot is a little bit further out. From here, gaze forward, send your chest forward. You'll begin to feel that in your outer hip. And our tendency is for our front knee to go way over our front ankle. Just check in with yourself. Make sure that it's stacked right on top of your ankle. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, high plank. Send your front foot back with control. Shift forward, exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo, we'll try that on the other side. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, side plank, right palm is face this time. So right foot is on the bottom. Send your left hand up overhead or on your hip if you feel more stable. From here, inhale, left leg high. Hug knee in towards your chest, grab for your thigh, gaze down. Exhale, low lunge, plant your foot where you want to land, pivot everything forward. Inhale, crescent lunge, back bend, come up and back. Hold and breathe here. Relax your shoulders down. Come back to what you're manifesting. Can you hold true to that? Can you show up for yourself when you feel physically challenged? Deep breath in. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, hinge forward. Right elbow to your left thigh. Press your palms firmly into one another. Stack your elbows on top of one another. And on every exhale, send your gaze just a little bit further up. If you're having trouble balancing here, totally fine. Just engage through your core a little bit more. Maybe take a bit of a wider stance and squeeze into that right glute even more. So we come up and out of it. Inhale, star pose, open up, opposite side. Heels in, toes out, so they're at 45-degree angles, shake it out. Exhale, horse pose, drop down. Expand through your chest. Maybe even close your eyes on this one. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, triangle pose. Back foot comes parallel, front toes point forward, bump your hips back. Tee out your arms and slowly glide forward and down. Find that length in your side bodies that we talked about on the first side. And use your bottom hand as leverage to twist even further up towards the ceiling. So press that hand in towards whatever part of your leg you're on and allow it to twist you up. Now from there, pretend like I'm next to you in class and I'm taking your top fingertips and I'm pointing them forward. I'm pulling them up like a string. See what that does for more length in your side bodies. Inhale, bend into your front knee, side angle. Send your left fingertips down to the mat. Continue to gaze upwards. Breathe here. Slowly begin to gaze down, lizard pose. Send both of your palms down to your mat. Come high onto your back toes. Send your front foot out to the left side of your mat. Shoulders over wrists. Gaze out, gaze forward. This is an active variation here. This is too much. You can always drop down to your back leg as well. You know, it's a hard class when my brain is already falling out and it's been like 10 minutes. It normally happens after 30 minutes of class. So we begin to breathe. We'll start to transition out of it. Shoulders over wrist, engage through your core. Inhale, high plank, send your left foot back without sliding it back. Bend forward, exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop down to your knees, quick child's pose. Reset for your body and mind. You know what our sunbeam looks like. We'll get to flow that. There aren't too many changes. So just give yourself a minute to sink down into your space. We focus on whatever that manifestation is, even when it gets tough. It looks like we're like doing our hair, Blake. It's like a get ready with me session. Okay. Slowly move into a tabletop and back into a downward facing dog, or just back into down dog, whatever feels good in your body. And we'll flow that just a little bit faster. And disclaimer, if that side plank thing was way too much and you tried it, skip the side plank, go into a down dog straight to a low lunge. We'll meet there, okay? Take what you need. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, side plank, left palm is base. Inhale, right leg high, squeeze it into your chest. Exhale, low lunge. Nice and soft. Inhale, crescent lunge, back bend. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, low side angle. Exhale, lizard pose. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, or option to skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog, and just meet us back in a down dog. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, side plank, right palm down. Inhale, left leg high, hug thigh into chest. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent back bend. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse pose. Inhale, star. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, lizard pose. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Honor your body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, side plank, left palm down. Inhale, right leg high, leg into chest, gaze forward. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent back bend, maybe trying a different arm variation. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, beautiful variations. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, lizard pose. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Right palm is base. Inhale, side plank. No, exhale, side plank. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, crescent back bend. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Inhale, star pose. Maybe close your eyes here. Exhale, horse. Allow your practice to go deeper in within. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, lizard pose. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more like that, deep breath in. Really loud sigh out. We flow just one more time. We add on just a little bit. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, side plank. Left palm is down. Inhale, right leg high, knee into chest. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent back bend. Inhale, exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse pose, stop and hold. Lift up your right heel, pulse it down, down, inhales and exhales. Here for 3, just 2, drop in 1, send your left heel high, deep breath in, exhale, pulse it down. We find the beat of the music here if you're listening to the playlist. Here for 3, 2, 1, both heels down, both heels up, deep breath in, exhale, lower. Really feel your inner thighs working. Engage through your core to keep you balanced. Yeah, great job. Keep length in your back. So rather than squeezing your butt all the way back, see if you can lengthen. Yeah, I love the modifications. Drop your feet down, inhale, star pose. Lengthen up through your legs. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, lizard and hold here. So option, well, not option. Let's all start by dropping down our back leg. I mean, you can stay up if you want, but I think restorative sounds a little nice right now. So option is stay onto your palms. Option to drop down to your forearms. As long as your knee is stacked over your ankle, you can send it a little bit further out. And then maybe come down to your forearms as low as you can, or just stay on your palms. Breathe into whatever layer you took. Slowly come back up. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Our arms are going to be so strong today, everyone. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, side plank. Right palm is down. Inhale, send leg high, knee into chest. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent back bend. Exhale, revolve, crescent lunge. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse pose. Hold here. Send your palms down towards your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift in your spine. Exhale, drop one shoulder down. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop it down. One more full round on your own. Just find those little twists. Slowly come back up. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, triangle. Bend into your front knee. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, lizard. Same variation, we'll drop down to our back knee. Give our wrists a little break here. Option is stay upright, continue to look forward, gaze forward. Option to drop down to your forearms. Same sort of thing. Gaze forward and adjust your legs accordingly. Shoulders stack over your elbows. Your chest is open and forward. Slowly come back up onto your palms. Send your back toes up. Come back to a high plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come down to your knees. Roll onto your back. Our core song is coming up in like 10 seconds. Ooh, we timed it well, everyone. I'm gonna turn up my volume just a little bit because it's like more of a circuit today, so I wanna make sure I'm timing you well. Onto your backs. Interlace your fingers behind your neck. I promise we'll rest right after this little 3-minute song. Basic crunches is where we'll meet. First, get set up. Send your feet out in front of you. Stack knees over hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Repeat here. Just listen to the music. That's your guide for the rhythm that you're going. Allow your breath to match that. So you can slowly start to hear the chorus build up. When it drops, we'll move into bicycle crunches. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, bicycle crunches. You can go singles or you can go at half of the beat, whatever feels good in your body. Elbows up to your knees. Rise up through your chest. Halfway through, keep going. Almost there. When the chorus ends, we'll go back to those basic punches. You all look so good. Basic punches, drop it down. Option here to elevate your legs if you're looking for a little bit more challenge today. Knee stack over hips. You can flex your toes to your knees. So during the next chorus drop, we'll move into reverse crunches, which is where our knees and our legs go up towards the ceiling. And then our toes go back and forward. You still have some time to get there. Just continue to crunch. I was just telling you where we're going in a minute. You want to try that leg elevation in your crunches. This is a perfect time to do it. Yeah, I saw those feet go up, and continue to flex your toes to your knees. Nice and slow. We take those reverse crunches in 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Toes together, send it up to the ceiling. Inhale forward, exhale lift. Forward and lift. Palms can come down to your sides. And this is where we finish up our core. Option to begin to isolate your legs just a little bit here by teeny tiny movements. This engages through those little muscles around your lower core just a bit more. Here for 3, 2, lower down 1. Full body stretch. Allow your legs and your arms to go long. Such beautiful work. Hope that was fun. I had fun. I'm sure you're like over it and you're like, I don't care how you feel anymore. It's fine. Good morning stretch. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Either rock and roll up to a seat or roll onto one side, whatever you need. Cross your ankles. Send your right foot in front of the left so it's bent. Left elbow comes down to your right thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist. We'll switch that out. Left foot comes out in front. Right elbow down, deep breath in, long back. Exhale, twist. Slowly come back, grab some water, towel off. Tell me how you're feeling in the chat. Or just hit me with like a little mood thing. Yeah, lots of thumbs up. So this next part of class, Trey, sending all my love to you. Yay, glad you like the sun bee. Ooh, okay. Continue to calm down, take some breaths. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog and we'll get into a little bit of balancing. So it'll be different from all of the crazy movements we just took. Yes, Rita Floy. I thought core was fun. Okay. Down dog is where we meet. We're about like halfway through class. We're more than halfway. Okay. Not everyone at once. Down dog, take some deep breaths in, some exhales out. That was a lot. That first half was a lot. And sometimes we can't control what we're doing, what physical exercises we're in, but we always have control over how we respond to them, over how we show up mentally for ourselves. And I like to push just a little bit physically in my classes so that we get to that point where we're forced to go inwards, we're forced to breathe, we're forced to go internally. because that's where the true growth happens. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sink into your heels, arms come up overhead. Right leg is your base. Let's turn this into an eagle pose. Cross your left arm under the right. Palms can touch, or you can grab for opposite shoulders if you have any shoulder pain. Cross your left leg over the right. You can hang up here. You can find a double wrap. You can touch down towards the mat. Draw your elbows up to your shoulders and away from your face. Hold and breathe. And if you're falling in any sort of layer you're in, that's okay. You can always take another layer too. You can toe stand your feet down. You can just find a single wrap. Do what you need today. Nice long back. Yeah, I saw that. That was so good. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, slowly unravel. Send your left toes up, knee in line with your hip. Flex your toes to your face. Breathe here. Take an inhale. Exhale, airplane pose. Hinge your body forward as you sweep that leg back and your arms back as well. Bump your right hip crease up. Square your hips, whichever hip that is for you. You may be leaning into one actually more than the other. So whatever's happening in your body, just see if you can even it up. Slowly begin to touch down, crescent with airplane arms. Nice and gentle. Now from here, walk your back foot into a 45-degree angle. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Inhale, chest expansion, come up. Exhale, humble warrior. Come down, send your shoulder to the inside of your right thigh. Punch your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Send your fingertips down to frame your front foot. Slowly pivot your back toes so they're up off your mat, or you're on your toes, your heel is elevated. So we're in a low lunge essentially. From here, find yourself in a standing split. Elevate your left leg up. Continue to press your palms down or come up onto your fingertips. Gaze behind you, flex your toes to your knee. Now look at your back foot. See if you can bump it up just a little bit more. Kind of like trace the line with your foot. It may not go very high, that's okay. I feel like hamstrings are a little touchy. Mine have always been tight here. This is one of my least favorite poses in literally all of yoga. So if you're feeling that, that's okay. And I'm here with you. We just breathe through it. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle, left leg is base this time. So left arm comes under, left leg goes over. Pivot your hips forward. I normally have to do like a little pivot on my actual foot to do that. See what works for you. Maybe your palms touch, maybe they don't. Engage through your core. And once again, find that one long line. So rather than hinging forward, see if you can keep everything stacked on top of one another. You won't be able to go as deep maybe, but it's good for your alignment. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Breathe here for a sec. Square your hips forward. Check in with yourself. How are you really? Come back to what you're manifesting. Deep breath in. Exhale, airplane, pull that forward with your body. And one thing to focus on. Send some good vibes your way. We've been holding here on a leg for just a little bit long. You are strong, you are powerful, you are present here. And I am proud of you as well. Continue to hold. Slowly begin to come back down. Crescent lunge, airplane arms. Send your back toes in. Interlace your fingers. Also, left leg should be forward. I don't know if I did that. Okay, it looks like most of us are fine. Maybe I did something funky. Tail chest extension. Exhale, humble warrior. Arm comes to the inside of your thigh. Fingertips come down. Spin your back foot forward, standing splits. Allow your breath to take over here. Slowly meet in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Separate your feet wide. Exhale, drinking bird. Draw your palms to heart center. Come high onto your toes. And now we'll take this into a little bit of a squat down. Slowly begin to move down with control. Yeah. All the way down. If you have bad knees, please don't do this. Please just knee this down. Hug heels into your glutes. Puff up your chest, palms to heart center. Option to hang out here. Option to take a seat. For those of you who are craving even more today, let's do a crow pose or any other arm balance or headstand or whatever you're craving. But I'll demo a crow pose for today. Send your palms out in front of you. Lift your hips up. Send your knees up into your triceps, gaze forward. Maybe pick up one foot, maybe the other. Maybe fly your crow. Knees out in front of you. Hold and breathe. Option to try on anything. We've already done a lot, so you can literally meet us in a child's pose as well. This is totally optional. Craving a headstand, take that too. Child's pose is where we meet. You have time to keep practicing if you want though. But I will meet you in child's pose. Take this time in your child's pose to send some love your way, to come back to that word or that phrase that you're manifesting, to give yourself grace where maybe you haven't fulfilled it, but to also give yourself hope, to keep strengthening that manifestation. We have every single day to reset if we choose to. Keep your legs exactly where they're at. Just begin to pop your chest up. Pop sounds aggressive. Gently rise your chest up so you can face forward. So your legs are nice and wide, your chest is up overhead. Option to hang out here, option to draw your knees to touch. Maybe just take a quick second to meditate to reset. Or you can slowly begin to lean back into our body. So from here, you can drop down to one forearm or one palm, whatever feels good. So you're either on both forearms or you're on your palms. I'm going to turn around this way just so you can see where I'm at. So my forearms are down here. My knees are nice and wide. Option to hang out here. Option to recline all the way down and then send your forearms overhead. And then if none of that is feeling good for you, or if it feels a little bit tender in your knees, just sit up, take a minute, just reset. If you're reclined all the way down, you can send your arms up at 90-degree angles and capture your elbows like we typically do in a ragdoll pose. Slowly come back up onto your forearms if you reclined all the way down. I like to hug my ankles and use that as leverage to push my head up so that my knees aren't super wobbly. And then from there, I like to gently press into one palm and the other. Okay, shift onto one hip. Let's send your feet out in front of you. Just like pedal them out here. Listen up. Also, does anyone else want to just like blast driver's license when it's on? It's very listening to it quiet for me. I'm just like, red lights. Okay, arms up overhead. We'll stop that. Deep breath in. Exhale, seated forward fold. Hinge forward. Slowly come back up and just lie all the way up onto your back. You may want to shift your hips forward a little bit. We'll meet down reclined. Hug your right knee into your chest, allow your left leg to go long. Deep breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Send your right leg over. Root down through your shoulder blades. Slowly come back to center. Switch out your legs. Left knee comes up, deep breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Slowly come back to center. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Find a quick happy baby, same way we started class today. And check in with yourself during this one chill. How does it feel physically? And how do you feel mentally? Knees into chest. Hug your forehead up to your knees. Thank yourself for coming to class, for choosing to work on your manifestations just a little bit more. Deep breath in, hug it in, tighten everything. Exhale, Shavasana, or your final resting pose. An option to fast forward to that last Shavasana song, or allow Lana Del Rey's beautiful voice to carry you out. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Continue to stay in your Shavasana, no need to move yet. And just check in with yourself one more time. What kinds of life are you trying to manifest for yourself? rather than suppressing your biggest dreams, hopes, and expectations because they may seem like huge hurdles or challenges. Allow yourself to acknowledge them. And what sort of smaller goals are along the way to get there? What sort of actions can you take to get to that point? Maybe it's developing a different mindset. Maybe it's physical things that you can do a little bit of every single day. No need to plan for that right now. You can plan, through the rest of your Saturday. But just draw some light to that, to those ideas. Slowly begin to reawaken your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, roll out your ankles, your wrists. Hug your knees into your chest, come into one side. Press yourself up, close your eyes. Come all the way up to a seat. Take one more deep breath in. Sweet exhale out. Draw your fingertips to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows. The light and the love in me sees and honors the light and the love in each and every one of you. We bow forward to seal in our time and our practices together. From my heart to yours, namaste. Beautiful practices, beautiful work. I'm so proud of all of you for showing up and for moving your bodies in different ways and, just checking in with yourself mentally as well. It's a lot, especially when our goals seem out of reach, to check in and try and achieve them rather than just say, okay, no, that's the easier route. But thank you for challenging yourselves. And I hope that that was helpful in terms of mindset. And feel free to say bye, of course. See you next time.
Thank you.